Hello, everybody. Chad from Executive Communication Brief. Today, I was sharing out an article that I'd written with a couple other people, and it got me thinking that a lot of you may not be aware that I've written this article that's actually available for a free download off my website. And so I'd like to share this with you today and just kind of go through it. Like I said, it's available for a free download. We're going to do a high level overview. Before we get going on that, this will be available on the podcast as an audio recording, Executive Communication Brief on Apple and Spotify. Also, I'm offering a workshop right now, 2024 Communication Kickoff, that's available to organizations, complimentary, in person if you're in the Chicago area, and also virtual in Chicago and beyond. So if you're interested in either one of those things, go check out the website, executivecommunicationbrief.com. So back to the article. This article is available on the website. You go to the written words section and it's available there. You can download the PDF. So you can get it to go along with. You can get it after we go through this if there's areas that you want to refer to. Also, this is just a very high level. I'm not covering everything in that article. There's some other information, how to start in learning, informal learning network, the differences between different types of networks. So there's more information in the article. It's definitely worth going to get it because it's free. So, what's an informal learning network? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a loose collection of people that want to learn about a similar topic. And they're there voluntarily. Reciprocity is important. Anything that's volunteer, you don't want to, have people that are just taking and never giving. That will kill a group, and you don't want to be that person, subconsciously or consciously. It's bad form, so don't do that. But it's a group of people that want to learn about a topic. Why and how can these be beneficial to you? An informal learning network gives you an opportunity to learn from other people, to make new acquaintances, make new friends that you normally would not have access to. And also, along with that goes their expertise. So let's say you're working on a topic, you're working on a project or a task, and it's something that's outside your area of expertise. But you know someone through your informal learning network that's an expert on it, or at least they've had experience with it. This gives you an opportunity to work and solve that problem, and to learn from that person. Also, potentially at low or no cost. You're doing this as part of a network and association, which hopefully everybody's reciprocating. But also, it's always good to be sensitive of people's time and effort. If someone's put in a couple hours, of their time to help you understand something, it's a good form to, do something for them. Take them to lunch or dinner, or give them a gift card, something like that. So they don't feel taken advantage of. Even if they say so, it's always good for them to get a gift anyway. Now, related to that, an informal learning network is a great way to audition new talent for your organization, whether it's as a contractor, a consultant, or an employee potentially. You get to see how this person interacts, how they work, what their style is. And you can do all this before making an offer and kind of pre-validating, is this person a good fit? Do I get along with them? Would I want to work with this person every day? If she was to come into the office or be online with me, whatever it might be. So it's got a number of advantages. Now, in addition to that, you get to build out your network. You get to meet more people. Maybe you discover other opportunities that might be out there for you. Perhaps a way to write an article and get it published. So it's always good to be expanding your network, your circle of friends and associates that because you're never going to stumble upon those opportunities, which is the way it happens a lot, if you're not connected to people and they don't know you're around. Now, let's talk a little bit about these networks from a leader's perspective. It can be a mixed bag. Some of the concerns that leaders could have with an informal learning network is how much time is spent, working with people like this. Is it done during business hours? What kind of information is shared? Is there proprietary information, sensitive information, stuff that they don't want shared outside of the organization or employees and stuff like that? And also, is there a risk that you leave to work with somebody else? Now, for all the upsides, see what we just discussed and the benefits, just in the section below. Those are still valid, whether you're an employee, a consultant, the leader in an organization. You benefit from all that stuff. You benefit from gaining expertise, from discovering people, getting at low or no cost, trying people out to see if they'd be a good add to your team, and also potentially discovering new opportunities for you as well. Now, here's the reality, and this is something that can be an issue with certain leaders, and typically ones that skew more towards the insecure side or the need to control everything. It's the reality check. You can't control any of this stuff. Ultimately, if someone shares information, they're going to share the information. If they get to know people, they're going to get to know people. If they're going to leave for a new opportunity, they're going to leave for a new opportunity. So the question really as a leader becomes, how do you benefit and how do you leverage these networks? Because there's a way to do it. You can't stop it. So it's probably beneficial to you to figure out how you can leverage it to your own advantage. Now, one way is to encourage them, encourage these networks, champion them, sponsor them, even potentially, buy coffee for their meetings or something like that. They're going to happen anyway. So it could be good press for you as an individual and for your organization potentially. And it's also an acknowledgement that you can only influence so much, but it expands your influence in your network, even if it's indirectly. Now, as a leader in an organization, probably inappropriate for you to show up to these, because once bosses show up in these kind of groups, it can kind of dull, the excitement of the group and almost feel like a job. So it's best to do it at a distance. So buy them coffee or whatever, pizza, for when they have their meetings, something like that is one option. The other thing is, provide your employees with expectations and guidelines of what they should and shouldn't do. If there is sensitive information, make sure that they're clear on what is appropriate to share and what is not. If you're doing like government work that has classified information, reinforce. Don't share this information. It's classified, blah, 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 blah. It's actually technically illegal to share it with the wrong people. But also if it's just proprietary information to your business, that's a competitive advantage, proprietary in some way, advise them, reinforce with them that, you've got to protect this information. Even though you may want to share it with this person, it's still not something it's not the right time to do that, not the right situation. Now, what if someone leaves? They're going to leave anyway. And one of the ways that you as a leader can really enhance your brand and really set the tone for your organization in a much more positive way is to celebrate that person going for a new opportunity. If it happens, it's going to happen. But why not support that person? They might not like it. They might want to come back, and then they bring that experience, whatever they learned in the other activity, back to you. And they could well be a more informed, more experienced employee. And also when this happens, you'll probably have a much more loyal employee as well. So those are some things to think of as a leader, the pros, the cons, and the reality of it. There's very little of it that you can really control anyway. So these are some of the high points of an informal learning network. Like I said, the article, the PDF is available for download on the website. Please go download it. It's absolutely free. You don't have to sign in, give your email, nothing like that. And if you have any questions, reach out to me, social media or email. You can send it to coach@executivecommunicationbrief.com. That will come to me, and I'll get back to you. And I hope everybody's doing well. It's getting a little chilly here in Chicagoland. It's absolutely beautiful, and I look forward to talking to you in the next cast.